more news. Minor news, but actually big implications. So, we recently did a Sekiro stream, and I realized that there was a huge issue, and possibly a big issue going forward, with any games that required the use of left button, right button. So I went ahead and put in an order for a couple new Xbox controllers, you know. I don't know, there was this really cool like lunar plane and like galaxy plane one. They were on sale, and I was like, well, I like. So I got. And it shouldn't be a problem going forward for too much longer. So, yay! Everybody, we are trying this again. So, I would really love to do a YouTube video watch along today. Just kind of checking out the video that I posted. I did it earlier. I didn't realize I hadn't set my audio output or audio input for this scene. So every time I was full screen, I just muted myself, and the reaction was there, but I just decided to, you know, set that one to private just because, or unpublish that, because most of the content was just like this, except I was doing that, you know? So let me do a rehash. It's kind of weird because I've already said all this stuff once, like off the cuff, and now I'm redoing it, but I'm gonna do my best here. We're gonna watch the YouTube video I uploaded today. Anybody who watches this, who watched it already, I really want to say thank you. I'm gonna switch to the main here because I just want to show why you should play Dave the Diver is up to 52 views, which compared to a lot of my content is it's just a lot more than what I normally get. So let me go back to Face. I'm gonna put some music on in the background so it's not just my voice. That was the worst part too. I had like Vector Man soundtrack going. I was like feeling it earlier, but whatever, man. Let's see what else we can find here. Maybe this will be good. Let's go. A little bit of fighting game music. I'll give you some bonus points if you can tell me what this is for. I own this game. I'll give you a hint. I own this on the Sega Saturn. Let's go over here. Hey. Whenever we watch the video, I'll just, because I put a little bit of work in. I have a little bit of background music on video already. I'll be sure to shut this down, but we'll come back to the tunes afterwards. In terms of channel updates, what I wanted to just like get out of the way was I really enjoy putting this content out in this way. So what I want to do is maybe twice a month put out like the review videos and stuff that I really like stick into Adobe and edit and put effort into, because I've just noticed it's more fulfilling when I have that content out too. I love putting up the streams and stuff. This is great, and I appreciate everybody who watches these and who goes over to YouTube and checks out the VODs and checks out the content of the shorts and the other stuff I post over there. But I don't know, I liked doing this a lot, so I'm gonna try to keep it to once every 2 weeks, just because it's a lot more work, and I gotta make time for it, and I still have responsibilities and stuff that I gotta take care of, so I gotta juggle a lot. But I don't know, I found this one to be fulfilling, and without further ado, I'll go ahead and hold on. I don't want to spoil. We'll switch up the music. I don't want to give away immediately what that was. Okay, so let's switch on over to main here. Perfect. And let's do some React Andy content. Let's react to our own videos. I'm happy with the way this one came out. I'm not gonna lie. I've been super in my head about it because today's been like a whole bunch of stuff with this one, just making the shorts and promoting it and doing all that stuff. Kind of had me like hypercritical of it, but I'm just gonna try to keep a chill vibe, kind of like Dave would do, and just watch this along with you guys and provide some commentary. That's the logo that I threw together in Adobe Express. Today I'll be talking about the recently released game by Mint Rocket, Dave the Diver. I'm sure I'm not the first person to have been impressed by this game. After all, reviews on Steam are... So I really stuck to the script with this one. I wrote this all out beforehand, with the exception of the very last portion. But I just want to share some of my own thoughts and personal feelings on why I think this game is greater than the sum of its parts. There are a couple parts here where I'm not going to be able to help but make fun of myself. There's something I say coming up that is so cliche. After hearing myself say it like 6 times today, I'm like, ah, Jesus. Some of what I'm going to show. We'll get to it. It's going to spoil some aspects of this game. If you just want to know whether or not I think this game is good, I do. I recommend it. Go get it. It's a GG. If that's what you're trying to get out of this video, there you go. But if you want to know the reasons why, stay tuned. I'm going to break down what I think sets this game apart from others like it in 4 categories. Pacing. Okay. Gameplay, so story, and a category that I'm just gonna call vibes. The vibes category is something that I kind of want to keep for these videos, and it'll be at the end always, and it'll be the one part where I'll be a little unscripted. It was a little sloppy this time. I stumbled a little bit in that area when I was recording it. I worked some editing magic and I cleaned it up, but there's still you could still tell. You know, we're working on it. We're getting better. I'm getting better on the mic every single day. I forgot to edit out my breathing though. You could hear it way more pronounced in the beginning of this video. I think I talked over most of the part where it's like, shit, I must have been here when I recorded it, but yeah. Almost all of these mechanics in one way or another enrich the core gameplay loop. Whether it's unlocking... I wonder if people think, like, I said this before, but when you react to yourself like this, in this capacity, full screen, I almost feel like I should go like this and then go into theater mode. Hang on. Next, let's talk. Hang on, we're actually gonna watch this in YouTube. We were like over here or some shit, like 2 minutes in. And we are going to go into the theater mode. That way people know I'm reacting and they don't think I'm doing gameplay in the just chatting category. I feel like, you know what? There you go. That's all you need. New upgrades or making it possible to achieve new recipes. The game gives you options and does such a good job of presenting new things at a pace. And yes, that's goddamn right. I did like my own video. I put enough effort into it where I was like, you know what? I'll be the first to like this. And I really appreciate anybody else who did like it. I see it's got 3 right now, and whoever you are, I appreciate you, man. That feels good. It really does. The same with the view count. Like 52 in 9 hours is really good for me. Like I'm used to getting like 4 to 7 in a day. So I did my best to get the clicks with the thumbnail and the title and everything, but regardless, I still appreciate you if you watch it, if you like it.
Feels more like an homage.
Yeah.
The challenge level stays consistently easy to medium for most of the game, with maybe a couple exceptions.
Okay, here we go.
This game isn't setting out to be the Dark Souls of
Why did
It makes up for
the Dark Souls of X? God damn it, dude. Every game review, and I'm no different apparently. I couldn't help myself. I couldn't help myself but make a Dark Souls reference at some point throughout this review.
You are Dave. Dave likes to dive.
Dave does like to dive.
You have a buddy named Cobra who's always getting you into schemes, and he introduces you to Boncho and volunteers you to supply and help out with his restaurant. And from there, hilarity ensues. Seriously, that's the gist of it. Sure, there's the whole underwater society, evil mermaid zombies, and the bit with the social commentary on corporate pollution, but the game is really...
That took me 3 tries.
Each has
That quick little thing. I'm not sure that little section was even worth the 3 tries, but I felt good afterwards. I was like, I got it out. I got it out, and it didn't take me that long. Because after the first 2, I was like, oh shit, how long am I gonna be sitting here trying to get this stupid line out?
They do come as a surprise, and the story unfolds satisfyingly nonetheless. Last but not least, I really don't know any other way to say this, except that this game is a vibe.
Okay.
Music, the art, everything.
This is the section I really want to improve on. I want to get better with my improv. I want to get better with my reading too. I want to improve overall.
Trance when you're diving. The story beats are scored well.
But I had to chop this part up. Like,
a lot of work went into it.
Well, I chopped this the fuck up. The video was originally longer, and my goal for the next one is to be more in like the 10 to 15 minute range.
Which I imagine an easy task.
But for this one, I was just satisfied with it being longer than 5.
Get on your nerves after a while.
I kind of want to slowly put out longer and longer content, like not long form, edited content.
Yeah, that really fits for this character.
But I know how much work it is.
Art is also,
and especially with like even something like this where I was just doing voiceover, I did some edits.
Often rewarded with the
but I showcased a lot of like diving gameplay and a little bit of restaurant here and there.
So fun that I can't imagine very many
everything all together. It takes a while, you know, with.
Like I said,
I uploaded this. Gosh, I premiered it at 1 o'clock today because I like doing 1 o'clock, and if I'm gonna do a bonus video, which I did today, 6 p.m. like 1 p.m. 6 p.m. uploads on YouTube.
by saying thank you so much for watching.
And I premiered this without down mixing the mono. Like I could not believe I have a lot of out of all the mistakes, out of like everything. The breathing's one thing, but not down mixing the mono is crazy. That's crazy. I had to back out at 2:15 with like in its current state, but Jesus. One thing I will say that I'm glad I'm redoing this over again is sorry. Why am I self-conscious about armpit? I don't know. I did have an extended BRB earlier in the last one because I was trying to like freeform some just chatting content, and I ended up putting BRB for like 10 minutes because I was like, oh, I have like these old games, and this will be future content. I've been wanting to do this for a long time, and it's easier now than it has been, but it's still a lot of work to move stuff around and not make a huge mess of things just to get to like old PS2 games and old GameCube games that I wanna. Hang on, I didn't forget about the music. I'm gonna hit us with the backing track. Oh shit! It went straight to another one of my streams. Let's go over here. I'm gonna go. Boom. And yeah, I think. Hit me with just with some police knots. What is this? Sorry, I got shit popping up in front of me. Right, so I want to do a just chatting segment. I want to do more of these, not just like reacting to stuff, but like show and tell. No, I just have like cool stuff over here, like old games, old consoles. I want to do something with all my old controllers. I've got like, I'm pretty sure I have a SNES controller. I want to incorporate I have 2 Game Gears. Neither of them work, so I just want to turn it into like an art piece with all these like dead controllers. I got an N64. I got like N64 variant controller that you never see nowadays. Nintendo made, and I have a GameCube. I just want to turn it into like not a diorama, but maybe just like a background piece. Right now everything's pretty plain. Soon I'll have a new angle. This works for today. I'm gonna probably go back to what I've been using, but for today this was just convenient, especially considering what I thought I was gonna be streaming. I kind of changed my mind on the fly. But yeah, let me see something. I want to see how these sound levels are gonna come in. Yeah, I'm gonna just turn that down just a tad. I'll turn it back up if we game. But yeah, I guess the other thing is I want to get comfortable in the just chatting category where I just like, even if it's like today where I'm turning the camera on and basically just talking to myself, I want to get more comfortable with that. I think it'll help with like those improvisational portions of my videos, and it'll help with my streaming. It'll help me fill time when I'm gaming, and I've noticed this actually is a little easier to fill time with talking than when you're focused on a game, especially something that puts you into like a trance, like Dave the Diver or something super chill. I noticed I would go sometimes like whole minutes without saying anything except for like the occasional like fuck you or damn got me or shit like that. So I'm trying to be more conscious of that, and I'm trying to improve. If you check out my Dredge video, you'll see that compared to the Twitch stream, it is considerably shorter, because I edited out all the dead parts for the most part. I'm just trying to make content more engaging for you guys, and it gets I'm sure it gets easier as like the chat starts filling up, and then I can talk to you guys, and it'll be much easier when I'm doing gameplay, but I can't always rely on that. And I also want to put out other forms of gameplay content. Like I'm a big fan of a lot of creators out there who do things a little bit differently, and I would love to branch out on my own and do stuff like that too. Even when it comes to gaming content, I would love to just go capture some footage with friends, you know, and have it be more of like a group type deal instead of just this solo stuff, which is great too. And I'm not gonna stop doing this by any means, but yeah. That's mostly what's been on my mind, especially in regards to the channel. I've been so burnt out on it today that I'm surprised I've even been able to get this much out. Especially considering like I keep telling myself I haven't said this stuff already, because I did say it, it just didn't, it wasn't recorded. My mic wasn't on. So yeah, glass is dirty a little bit. I'm getting distracted by the wrong things. I'm not used to seeing myself on camera like this. I'm not used to seeing myself on camera without my glasses on, so that's weird. I'm big enough on screen right now where I can actually see myself. Anyways, I digress. I really should be using this to clean my glasses instead, especially since it's right here. I'm fucking scratching these up with my t-shirt. What should we do? Should we go straight into Dredge? I kind of don't want to do that. Like I said, I want to get more comfortable, and 17 minutes just doesn't feel like enough for a just chatting stream. I hesitate to react to too much content because I don't know. I'm the type of person who, like, if I'm gonna react to somebody's video, unless I know, unless I know I'm gonna have a lot to say about it. Like, I know I'm gonna have a lot to say about it because I know what's going on and there's like, it's news, it's like noteworthy. I hesitate because I don't want to just watch somebody's video without providing content. I feel obliged to just like pause a lot if I try to do react. And I'm new to it. I don't want to do stuff without people's permission. I know a lot of people aren't cool with you reacting. I'd rather like build some relationships and whatever, promote people that I know and like fuck with, for lack of a better phrase. And yeah, I'm hesitating on getting to the react content right away. I do want to do react content. Just well, here would be like the compromise, right? But I need to learn more about it. Is I would love to react to like, didn't Comic-Con just happen? So there's probably a ton of shit. Like all I saw was the Mortal Kombat one, like the Homelander Omni-Man. That's what I saw that people were like talking about. But I'm sure if Comic-Con's happening, there's a ton of trailers and stuff like that. But I guess I gotta stop saying I guess. The problem is I'm not well versed enough with the rules of like copyright claims, copyright strikes. I've been like, my nose has been clean. I've never gotten like, I think I got claimed once and it was just a matter of just like muting stuff and I was good. And aside from that, like I probably wouldn't even upload a lot of this to you. Like maybe I would try it and see if it gets by the content ID, but just because I'm playing this music, I might not upload like this just chatting segment to YouTube just because I feel like I need to get more comfortable. I know a lot of people just do it willy-nilly or whatever, and once I understand, I will, like, cause I you know, video games isn't the only thing I want to share my thoughts on here on this channel. So yeah, but what else is there? What? Oh Jesus! I got low battery on my phone. Hold on, let me stick this on the charger. Had to reach for it. Hang on. Got it. Oh, okay, so here's something exciting. More news. Minor news, but actually big implications. So, we recently did a Sekiro stream, and I realized that there was a huge issue and possibly a big issue going forward with any games that required the use of left button, right button. So I went ahead and put in an order for a couple new Xbox controllers, you know. I don't know, there was this really cool like lunar plane and like galaxy plane one. They were on sale and I was like, well, I like. So I got. And it shouldn't be a problem going forward for too much longer. So yay. What else? This is kind of a vibe, huh? I'm gonna play a little bit of D&D. Okay, so let's just let's use this time now to talk about future content that I would like to share with you guys and possibly do. Sorry, fucking stream manager over there was acting up. A D&D would be great. I would love to like find a group, do a little campaign. I've done a little bit of DMing myself, not to toot my own horn, but I love world building and doing shit like that. So anything that has to do with writing, I'd love to do like a writing workshop. I want to do that once I have a couple people in the chat. I want to like field some stuff, you know, put like the courses I took in creative writing to good use. I could also talk about like some film stuff. That would be a lot of fun. Yeah, just fun shit like that. Maybe like watch-alongs for certain movies. There's like some really cool shit that kind of like, I don't know, because I talk to some people and they make it seem like everybody's familiar with these films, and then like I'll speak to somebody else and they'll be like, oh my god, thank you for turning me on to this, like I've never even heard of it. So like a good example would be like The Love Witch, right? I'll speak to some of my some people on Instagram that I went to like film school with or something like that, and it's like a given, everybody's seen that movie. But then I'll talk to like more like, I don't want to say like normie coded people, but like people who aren't like, you know, who the film isn't their shit. They probably haven't seen that movie. And there's like a lot of movies like that. That's a great movie. That's why I picked that one, and I saw it recently, so it's fresh in my mind. But yeah, I want to do shit like that. Shit like that, you know? I look forward to having guests on again. I want to do... I gotta figure out how to like, and not like in the backpack sense. I mean, maybe in the backpack sense, but backpack sense is not in my budget right now. But I do want to figure out how to take my content on the road. Not necessarily live streaming. Live streaming is very complicated, and there's a ton of issues that come with like, that you just don't have to worry about, like with when you got a cutting room floor, you know? Like when you're filming out there, there's so much shit that, not that you can't use, like you could turn stuff into content, especially when you're conscious that everything you're doing is live, like, but I don't know, man. I also want to do like, I need to get back into the gym. I want to do like a fitness journey, you know, get myself back to when I had like a trainer and shit, but do it for myself, because I've been thinking a lot about that stuff lately. I'm all over the place. I went from writing to movies, which made sense, to fucking fitness shit, which isn't gonna be like a main channel thing. Like, come on. I don't think anybody's taking fitness advice from me. I'm not in terrible shape, come on, but like there's better people, like there's experts out there who've got great Instagrams and TikToks and stuff like that. YouTube videos especially. Anyways. Oh, okay, yeah. I totally forgot. We were talking about this earlier while I was muted. Let's go through the Steam library. I've basically more or less figured out where I fall here, but I do want to take one more look, because I was kind of not even paying attention to like stuff that's not installed. What is gonna be our next game? I'm almost positive it's Dredge, because we already started it. I'm having fun with it. There's no reason to drop it, but I don't know how long Dredge is gonna end up being. It may be considerably shorter than Dave the Diver, so I'm just trying to get my ducks in a row. Oh shit, new vibe. Okay, so I'm not gonna go by category, because I kept skipping over games, because my brain just doesn't work that way. I can't categorize in my mind, like just looking at my fucking library and be like, okay, just the boomer shooters, let's go. A medieval, cultic, Deltarune's not a fucking, you know? So let's just go down the list. We're not doing a medieval. Amnesia: The Dark Descent, we're definitely doing at some point. I haven't played that game. I haven't been spoiled on that game somehow, especially considering my generation. Like, that's the game that fucking Let's Players got famous off of. But I managed never to get spoiled on Amnesia: The Dark Descent. I do want to play it. I want to play it soon. But October's right around the corner, and it seems like that seems kind of obvious, right? Apex. It'll be a special day when we play Apex on here again. If I can get, like, if you guys are into it and you guys want to play together, or if I get like a group of like other streamers to play with me, then it's much more likely. Me solo queuing on stream, nah. we're not doing that. Okay, what else? I don't know what that is. We got Beyond Good and Evil on here. We're probably not gonna play that on stream. That'll probably be like, that's the type of game that you get together with somebody and like fucking Game Grumps it out or something, you know? But I'm not feeling that for the stream. What's next? Yeah, I'm definitely not playing Warzone. Sorry, that's not happening. Case of the Golden Idol would have been a great game to stream, and I realize that now, especially at the stage I'm at, because I imagine that game would be terrible if you have too many viewers, because people are just gonna put the answers in. Like, it's gonna be playing the game with the wiki open at that point. But where I'm at, the Case of the Golden Idol could have made compelling content. The problem is, beat it already. Not a lot of replay value on that one, and I beat the DLC too. If they ever do another DLC, and it makes sense, I'll definitely play it. But I kind of just like went through that game, and I was enjoying it a lot, and I just didn't contextualize it. I didn't put it together in my head that, oh shit, this game would be great for stream. But we have other games of the sort. We have the Case for the Oberdin, which I am gonna stream. But let's go in order here. Control. Control would actually be much better now. Now that we can stream at full 1440, Control might be cool for Twitch. God, that's gonna take so long to render and all that. I mean, it's not gonna take any longer than any regular game, but I don't know. It was just the way Sekiro was looking when I was rewatching it, but at the same time, when I watched it again on an Ethernet connect, I unpublished it. It looked so bad when I watched it on the laptop, but then I watched it again with the Ethernet connection, and it looked okay. So I was like, should I publish? And I was like, fuck it. We didn't do much. We started anew, and we beat the Chained Ogre and had the busted controller. It took me 3 tries. I got tilted. It was content. Maybe if you guys want to, I'll publish it again. But I gotta take another look at it. I was so busy with the YouTube video today that was something that I noticed, took a look at for a second, and I was like, I'm not gonna invest energy into this. I'm just gonna unpublish it. Moving on. Cultic, I had a lot of fun with. It's short. We can get through it quickly. Possible. I gotta be in that mood. That happens to be the case with a lot of boomer shooters. I just gotta be in the mood for it. That's why, like, I promoted that I was gonna play Postal at some point a long ass time ago, and I really Postal 2. I just haven't been in the mood for that shit. What's next? Cyberpunk 2077. We'll give it a shot in September. You know, we'll go in with an open mind. I had one particularly. I had my takes on that game. I got so tilted replaying the beginning of that game because I was so on board, and I felt so deceived. I felt I felt like such a fucking idiot when like it wasn't the player choice I wanted. It wasn't the player choice I wanted. I wanted that shit from the beginning of the game throughout the whole game. That's what I wanted. And we got that for one mission, and then we got a reskinned Fallout game. Like, let's be real. Which is fine. I love Fallout, but sell it as that. And not even New Vegas, because New Vegas had much better player choice and many more possibilities than Cyberpunk did. I love the performances, don't get me wrong. Like, there's... That game has my fucking heart in a knot. I don't even wanna. We're done, we're moving on. We can play Dave the Diver again. I might do that at some point. That game was fun as fuck. Like, moving on. We're not doing Days Gone. I don't feel like it. I'm not doing Death and Taxes without Ara. We started that together. We had fun. We have to get to a place where logistically it makes sense to be able to stream again. But there's certain games that, like, if I started it with somebody, I'm not gonna play it by myself. I'm not gonna finish it by myself. Like, I set those games aside and I pick them carefully to be ones that like nobody's gonna get on me about Death and Taxes, right? Or otherwise we're playing like Jackbox and stuff like that where it doesn't matter if we continue to play. What am I gonna do? Learn every single question? We're not playing Deathloop again. We had fun when we played Deathloop originally. It's still on the channel. I think there's even like some pretty decent multiplayer on there. I really enjoyed playing that game as Juliana. I didn't like playing as Colt. I didn't like the story, but I liked fucking with people. That was fun. Deltarune we'll play eventually. Deus Ex we will definitely play eventually. That's one of those games that's like, it's like Diablo, where it's like got a huge following and all that stuff, and I haven't played it. I get a lot of shit for never having played Diablo and for never having played Deus Ex. Those are two, because like I've played a lot of other shit, but those are two. Diablo I kind of intentionally skipped, especially at this point where I'm at a point where I don't fuck with Activision Blizzard. Like, for the most part, Activision will publish some shit that I'll definitely buy, but I don't fuck with Blizzard. Like, I haven't really played a Blizzard game since World of Warcraft, and I haven't really been interested. I never even tried Overwatch, which is kind of it's like Fortnite. It's one of those things. I never got interested, and I don't think I'm gonna get interested. Anyway, this isn't about my problems with Activision Blizzard. Let's move on. Disco Elysium we've started on stream twice. That is one I think I would rather play with somebody else. I think Disco Elysium would be very interesting. There's a couple games on here, and I'm gonna kind of like there's a couple things I really want. I think are good ideas that I want to try. Disco Elysium is one of those things. I have a couple people in mind that I think would be super interesting to play that game with, but if I can't lock it down, I'm not gonna. What's the point, right? So if that doesn't happen, it's one of those games we'll get around to eventually, and I'll play on my own eventually. It's just there's a lot of conversations to be had with that game, so that game seems like fun to play with somebody, but it has to be the right somebody for obvious reasons. We're not playing Do Not Feed the Monkeys. I didn't like that game. I'm not playing Doki Doki. Sorry guys. It's content, but I'm not gonna play it. Besides, Ara is her playthrough is on hiatus right now, I believe, but that's her game at the moment. And all hers. I'm still playing Cyberpunk. I know she played that. Sorry, Ara, but you can keep Doki Doki. Dredge is our current playthrough. It's our current contender. It's probably what we're gonna be playing later on tonight. I need to grab my drink, man. Dusk is fun, but that's another one. Like I said, Boomer Shooter's got to be in the mood. Same for the Dying Light games. We actually started Dying Light 2 like for fun, like for funsies on the channel, but Elden Ring. I've played 100 hours of Elden Ring on this channel, and there's a little bit of it on YouTube. I never beat it, but I'll say this: I'm not coming back to Elden Ring on stream until the DLC comes out. That seems like the perfect time. We'll hop on that character that we killed Melania with, and we'll just continue, because that character's at the end game, and I think it'd be perfect for the DLC. Skyrim. Oh, Skyrim is an endeavor, right? Skyrim has to be special circumstances. I don't think I'm just gonna like. I'm not gonna be a Skyrim streamer, and that's kind of what it takes to play Skyrim. Like, unless you're just gonna blow through the story, which, to be fair, I've sunk I don't know how many hours of time into Skyrim. I've beaten very few Bethesda games. The Fallouts are the ones that I've beaten the most of, but the Elder Scrolls, I don't think I beat Morrowind for the memes, because I thought Dagoth was funny as fuck, but and I wanted to get to him. But I don't think I beat Oblivion when it first came out, but I was using like console commands to like jump around, and I don't know if that counts. I like speedran that game using console commands. Skyrim I never beat. Skyrim I got to the point where like you get that shout that like Ren's dragons or whatever, and I think I got to the point where spoilers. Major fucking spoilers for a 12-year-old game. I got to the part where you choose whether or not you want to kill Parthenax. I don't even know if I made the decision or not. I think I chose not to, but I didn't get much further past that. I finished the war quest, like the Ulfric, the Imperials versus the Stormcloaks. I finished that, but I just didn't finish the main story. Same with Fallout 4. That's the one Fallout I didn't finish. Wait. No, yeah, I didn't finish. I got to the very last quest with the railroad. And I think I have a save file there where spoilers. I think I have a save file for, again, a very old game. Fuck off, Nord. Come on, man. Not while I'm streaming. Where I'm about to storm the Brotherhood. And we just never did it. We never did it. We never got around to it. I think we started a new playthrough. Or, no, what happened was okay, this wasn't my fault. We started, the fuck was it called? Far Harbor? No, not Far Harbor. It was the Automaton DLC, and the game fucking broke on one of those quests. It broke, and I would have lost my previous save before, just like stuck in a room. I was like 15 levels and like I don't know how many story missions weaker. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? All my autosaves are fucked? All my autosaves were fucked. I don't know why this shit always happens to me. You guys saw what happened. You guys saw what happened with Resident Evil 4. I will never delete that TikTok that proves that I fucking perfected Course 4C, because that took me like 3 hours to do on stream, and I know it was a slog for the people watching. I think 1 or 2 people actually really enjoyed it because people on TikTok really liked it once the end was done, and I was able to fucking post just the one where I won, and it looked like I fucking did that shit first try. Made it all worth it. But Jesus fucking Christ, man, I can't believe I didn't save after that. I don't have it saved. I don't know what's wrong with me sometimes. I'm gonna be right back. I need to grab something to drink. I am talking my throat dry. So BRB, 1 second, please. All right, we're back. Much better. Let's get this a little closer to us. Okay. We were still going down the list, huh? We're not even far down. Fall Guys. Yeah, we're gonna play Fall Guys at some point. God, I played so much fucking Fall Guys on this channel. I was a fucking Fall Guys streamer for a while, for all intents and purposes. And I got pretty damn good. I'm such an idiot for not having done that event where it was like, I forget what it was, but you go through the hoops, and I was goated. And like, it was multiple winners, and I have every achievement in Fall Guys except for the 5 wins in a row. Cause like in a solo game, the best I've ever done is 3. But and that's pretty fucking good if you ask me. Like, bro, when I was on my shit, I was one of the best fucking Fall Guys players on the fucking platform, all right? Talk my shit for a second. I was good at that fucking game. I think I still have a couple clips of I was getting fucking multiple crowns a night for a fucking audience of like 3 people who all fucked off after I stopped playing the game. They were like, we're here to watch you play Fall Guys and win, and that's it. We don't even want to hear you talk. Turn that shit off. Turn your fucking camera off. Just win. Win or die. Yeah, we're gonna do that again at some point. Hopefully they'll come out with new content. That's good. I don't fucking know, man. It's... I'm gonna be honest with you. There have been improvements. It's just another company I fucking can't stand, Epic Games. I can't fucking stand Epic Games. So, listen, I don't like being negative on here. I don't like being negative on here. And let's look at the positive. They give developers a good split on the store, okay? Fuck them, man. Fuck Epic Games, okay? And that's the last I'll say on it. It's just, ugh. Let's move on. Fallout 4. No. If we're gonna play a Fallout, it's gonna be New Vegas. And by the time we get around to that, Fallout 5 is gonna be coming out. There's so much other shit we're gonna get to before we start hitting Fallout games. With the exception of maybe New Vegas, just because it's so good. Like, New Vegas gets to jump the line whenever I feel like playing New Vegas, because it's that good. The same can't be said for Bethesda's offerings, unfortunately. What else we got? Nah, I ain't playing fucking Fallout Shelter. Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon, that'll be fun. We'll do that. That doesn't have the best controller support, I've noticed, weirdly. It's also Ubisoft, which I don't like, but it's one of their good. It's one of their better. It's a fucking deal. Like it's one of those things that was good despite. So when it's only 3 gigs, it's the easy install. It's a fun aesthetic. It fits with the type of shit I like. I mean, we just played Katana Zero. I'm sure we're gonna get around to like the Hotline Miamis or whatever when we go down the list, but it's a definite possibility. What else we got? We've hit Final Fantasy, everybody. We have hit the Final Fantasy games. So we got Final Fantasy VII Remake, which, depending on how it runs, we'll see how it runs. And I know it gives people problems on YouTube with the copyright ID, which is fucking crazy. Fuck off, Square. I know it's because they don't want people to use it as like their background noise. But fuck you, man. Like, the original was goated background noise for the longest time, and the ones that don't get claimed still are. I just don't know what I can use and what I can't, so I don't risk it. Otherwise, I'd be playing the Turks theme all the fucking time. Fucking love that shit. That's fucking sick. Anyways. I don't know. I feel like at some point we will play the original Final Fantasy VII for sure. Me and R already did that. It wasn't on stream, but still. Listen, Final Fantasy is complicated. By the time we get around to... Let me put it like this. The most likely Final Fantasy game we will play in the near future, and it's probably the not so near future, would be 8. And that's gonna be a tricky one because that's one I would also want to play with maybe Ara or something. So we'd have to figure that out. What else? What's next? Let's move on from Final Fantasy. We can get Stunlock there for a long ass time. We got Gloomwood. Gloomwood intrigues me, but it's so early in its development cycle. I mean, they've been developing it for a minute now, but I think it's still only the first level in early access. I think whenever the game fully releases, they just had a major update yesterday, apparently. Now they have a market, which is interesting. I will check that out. But games like that where it's early, like, I don't know if I would have wanted to have played Dave early and then had to have waited, I don't know how many months to go past chapter 3 or whatever it was. So games in early access, more often than not, we're gonna wait till they come out. I like a good example is I don't know if I'm gonna buy Baldur's Gate or not. I've never played a Baldur's Gate game. I like Mass Effect. I don't know. It's up in the air. Things about it intrigue me. I've heard it's gonna be really good. A lot of creators I like have been talking about how good it's gonna be. I like Dungeons and Dragons. Gurgur. So maybe. I'll probably not play God of War 2018 until God of War Ragnarok comes out on PC, and by that time, there's gonna be another fucking God of War coming around, and maybe we'll just make it a fucking trilogy. I heard it was good as fuck though, so that's one of the ones that I can be convinced. I can certainly be convinced for God of War. Hold on, let me make sure it's not about to play something fucking crazy. Okay, no, we're still... Are these all Konami games? No, not all of them. Okay. Getting distracted. Back to the list. We've reached Grand Theft Auto. Starting with Grand Theft Auto 3. I can see... What do we have here? In terms of... Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. Yeah. We can do that. We'll mod it. Okay, so this is going to be something in the future because there's a lot of stuff I have to do, like, to prepare for a stream like this. And so many of these sound like great collabs that, but this is one that I could easily do by myself too. I'm gonna mod the fuck out of the Tridge fucking Grand Theft Auto games. 3, I know it's not the original trilogy, fucking like Grand Theft Auto 1, but 3, Vice City, and San Andreas. I have like all of them here on PC. I got them all before Definitive came out, so I have that version. I can mod it to be better. I don't even have to worry about fucking Rockstar being shitty with like, don't fucking emulate. It's fucking mod. I own it. It's right here in my fucking Steam library. Suck my cock. Anyways, we'll do that. we'll play some Grand Theft Auto at some point. GTA 5. Might as well wait for 6, right? Maybe we'll do some RP stuff. I would have to meet other RPers to even want to do that. Like, I'd have to like, I'm so busy as it is that going out into like another community like that, I've tried it before. And let's not be, you know what? I am gonna be mean. Like I've hopped servers and like, why would you want to roleplay that you have clout? It's just like sad. Like it's just like weird vibes in a lot of places. Like role playing that. No, never mind. I digress. I just, they were like ratioing each other in like the in-game Twitter, but like not in like a funny tongue-in-cheek way, like in like a haha seriously my like. And it was just like, I don't want to be a part of this, man. If I find a really cool server with really chill people, yeah, but that shit was cringe. It just was. Let's move on. Hades, we've played Hades on stream and we had a great time with it. Maybe we'll play Hades 2. That'll definitely be worth a revisit. The Hex was cool. I've already experienced the Hex. I don't know if I want to do that again. I'm sure there's a ton of Easter eggs I didn't find, but I'm not sure. I could kind of see it being our vibe. I'm not sure if like my audience or like what's gonna end up being the, or like what we're trying to cultivate here, if that's like gonna be the vibe. But it's Nathan Bartlett, right? That's the name of the dude who makes these games. I'm not gonna like poo-poo that shit. I'm a big fan. I like the Hex, I like Pony Island, and I like Inscription especially. Inscription is actually the one we would be most likely to play on here, cause it's the most game. Well, they're all games, but like the Hex obviously switches it up a lot, and it's more of like, at points it becomes visual novel and like very just like point and click. And I know where everything is, so we could like speedrun that game. I don't know, maybe. I feel like there's a lot of, I gotta stop bumping that mic. I feel like there's a lot of things that that take precedent over that right now. What else we got? Okay, so we have 2 Hitman games I've never played. We have Hitman, oh no, okay, we have 1 Hitman game I've never played. We have Hitman Absolution. And it's a possibility. I don't know how good it is. I don't know if it's good, bad, whatever, I don't know. But the only Hitman games I've ever played are the new ones, the 2018 and Hitman 2 and Hitman 3, the new Hitman trilogy, and I enjoyed the fuck out of those games. Same developer, it's probably gonna be like, I know that the franchise is iconic, so yeah, I'm down. I'm down for some Hitman Absolution at some point. Hotline Miami 2, that's happening again. I've already played Hotline Miami on here, and I think I've played Hotline Miami 2 3 times on this channel. I like them. I like those games. Probably gonna play them again. Sorry. At least I voiced it every time. You know, I try to make it interesting, try to make it new, try to make it fun, try to make it engaging. Herat we might do. Herat's an interesting one because Herat's got so much of like avant-gardeness to it that like I could see me playing that in front of some of these other boomer shooters that I really have to be in the mood for. It's easier to turn it into content, excuse me. Right, Inscription we talked about, Jackbox we talked about, Just Cause 3, probably not. We had our fuck around days on Just Cause 3, we had those streams where we had fun, we blew shit up and we did all that stuff. But we've done it. And I don't feel right with that game taking up any more space in my computer anymore. I've played that game. We've done that. We've been there. We did that. We had a great time. We appreciated Just Cause 4 for what it was. We had fun with it. We recognized that people were too hard on it, even though there were elements to that game that were convoluted as fuck. Let's be real. People were upset at it for a reason, but they went harder than they should have because there was a solid game underneath the bullshit with Just Cause 4. Katana Zero we just played. Yeah, we just played that. Killer Frequency, we started it. We started it a couple days ago. I don't know. Do people want to see me do that? Do people want to watch me play this game? I kind of want to play it. I was enjoying the vibe. It kind of had like a similar thing going to like Inscription when you get up out of your chair. I don't know if it's gonna continue to be like escape roomy like that, but I like escape rooms. I'm not playing Life is Strange. Sorry, guys. It's not 2015 or whatever. That's a fucked up thing to say considering all these other old games that I'm like, yeah, we're definitely playing that. But I'm not playing Life is Strange. Lights Off. I don't even know what that is. When did I buy this? I don't know. They haven't updated to September of 2022, and I don't think I'm gonna play this game. We reached one where we don't even know how it got into the. It looks like a Squid Games type deal. I don't know. Moving on. We got Spider-Man Miles Morales. Probably will play that game. Spider-Man Remastered really pissed me off because it corrupted my save file, and I don't have to do a ton of shit over because of that, and I'm not happy. I'm not happy about that. We'll play Miles Morales if anything. I got so fucking pissed. Metal Gear Solid 5, a possibility. That game is hype. It's got its moments where it's like, okay, we've reached this part of the game where it's not fun for a while, but at the same time, it's not difficult to make your own fun in that game, even when like the objectives aren't doing it for you. Neo 2 will be returned. I always get so many like well, I know why. It's but yeah, Neo 2's been a good one for this channel. People watch me play Neo for some reason. We might come back to that. We never beat it. I got pissed at that game, and I'm definitely not playing it until the new controllers come in. Even though it's not as LBRB intensive, still fuck that. Observer System Redux, I fucking did not enjoy this game at all. I just didn't fuck with it. We're not playing that. Oh, we got Oddworld games. I got Abe's Odyssey, Abe's Exodus, and Munch's Odyssey. If I can get these working with a controller, I'll play them. Ergonomically, I'm not playing an Oddworld game with mouse and keyboard. I just don't feel like it. If I can mod controller support into these games, especially Stranger's Wrath, because we also have Munch's Odyssey and Stranger's Wrath. Stranger's Wrath would be hype with a fucking controller. And I feel like the new generation doesn't know about Oddworld Stranger's Wrath. That game was fucking groundbreaking. Third person to first person. It was a cool Western vibe. Like, I don't know. I haven't played it since. And like, I copped it because I saw it was like $1. And I was like, bro, I remember loving this game. So that might be a fun like throwback. We're halfway through the alphabet, everybody, and my throat's fucking killing me. I'm definitely taking a break before we start Dredge. Bear in mind, this is my second time doing this today. First time my fucking mic was off. Oh shit, we bought Only Up. Okay, that might have to jump ahead in line while it's still somewhat relevant. Maybe we'll play Only Up as a bonus, cause I don't imagine it's gonna take like more than 3 to beat that. If I don't beat it in 3, I'll really slow down and just fucking beat it. You know, I'm not gonna start a game like Only Up without beating it. I don't think. I'm just not that kind of guy. Like challenge games like that, it bothered me. It was like the fucking secret boss in Katana Zero. It really bothered me that I never went back and fulfilled all the things. So whenever I got the chance to do that a few days ago, I was very satisfied. Outer Worlds, I don't know. That's a maybe. I would have to be convinced to play Outer Worlds on stream. Just because I always stop playing that game at around the same point where I just sort of lose interest. Like, I finished the tutorial, I started doing the stuff so that I could land on that planet, and then I'm just like, I'm bored. Sorry, Obsidian. New Vegas was great, but Outer Worlds didn't hook me. I know a lot of people like that game. Oh my god. No, not for free. Pathologic? Oh my god, that's like playing Fear and Hunger. I don't know if I want to do that to myself. You guys. I bought it thinking it'd be content. This is back when I thought like I had just started beating From Software games, and I was like, I could beat any game. And I realized that the difficulty in some games is like, all right, overcoming a challenge. The difficulty in a game like Pathologic, it's like endure the walking and the objectives failing and the bullshit. And I'm like, that seems like torture for me. The type of gamer I am, the type of fucking completionist I am, the fucking save scummer that I am, playing a game like Pathologic or Fear and Hunger for that matter, I don't know. That it would break my brain, I think. I think that game would break my brain. Persona would take so long. Any of the Persona games, it would take so long, and I'm not even that into it. I have Persona 4 Golden, and I tried it out because I didn't really know what it was about, and it was cool enough, but nothing about it made me come back. Phasmo I would love to play. Phasmo might be fun on stream, especially like October-ish. I would love to play a little bit of Phasmo. I've never played it before. It's been sitting in my library forever. I haven't gotten around to like finding other people who have it. Pico Park. I don't know what that is. Sorry. Pony Island. Yeah, we already talked about that. Same with Postal 2. We got Poppy's Playtime. Maybe. Proteus is a maybe. Rabbit Hole's a maybe. Okay, we're getting towards the bottom. I was gonna start just shooting them off, but we're getting towards the bottom. Red Dead Redemption 2. So this is one that I had an interesting idea for. I don't know if I'll ever be able to execute on the interesting idea I had for Red Dead Redemption 2, but I feel like I would almost want to talk to like my dad and see if he'd want to do that one with me, because I know he likes westerns and he is the type to kind of brush off video games, but I think he would. I think anybody who like enjoys a good western is gonna enjoy the story of Red Dead Redemption 2. But that's such a complicated thing. We don't live nearby. That would be something for in the future, like when things are popping off, and like that would be like a fun surprise that only if like you caught this stream you would even know I'd ever had plans of doing anything like that, you know? Moving on. Resident Evil, we've already played them all on stream. Except for 7, and I don't love Ethan that much, I'm sorry. Return of the Obra Dinn is happening. It's happening at some point. So is Sekiro. We're gonna for sure probably beat that multiple times on this channel. I love that game. Like if ever I'm doing like a little bonus thing, I might just try to like speed run it. I might try to speedrun Katana Zero. That might actually be a fun speedrun. Like, no glitch, just like trying to be as stylish and fast as possible. Civ 6 I gotta learn how to play first. That was an Aura game. But I hear it's really good. And it's consistently like, I have like all the DLC for it too. I just have to get into it. I don't know if that counts as an RTS, but I haven't played RTS or like any like fucking top-down isometric nation building like shit like that since fucking Warcraft. So Warcraft 3. That was really the only RTS I ever played. Like I said, I know it's more politics and development and shit like that. It's not necessarily a war game, but yeah. Okay, what do we got? Stardew Valley, maybe. That's a maybe. System Shock, the remake. Doesn't have the best controller support. Is that gonna stop me from playing it? Not necessarily. I started it. I think I started it on stream, or I might have started it on my own, and I wasn't vibing with like the mini games, or like I think it was like the hacking games or the network shit. Not my favorite mechanic, so I don't know. I might give it another shot, and we'll see. Undertale is gonna be a collab. Valhalla probably won't happen. It's just too much reading. Like, I don't know if I'm interested in doing too many more visual novels anymore. Vampire Survivors, I think that was a one-time thing. It was fun, but I've already sunk enough time into Vampire Survivors. I have sunk. And I want you to know that I also have this game on my phone, and I had it on my Xbox. I also have it on the Xbox app that I played. I've easily sunk 150 hours into this game, into Vampire Survivors, and I'm not gonna let it take any more of my life. I've unlocked 146 out of the 190 achievements on Steam alone, and I'm good with that. 146 achievements is a lot of achievements. I've achieved a lot. I don't have to achieve 190. I don't have to. Because if I do, I'm gonna come back one day and see that it's 250. And I'm not gonna play another 100 hours of Vampire Survivors. I'm not gonna get cracked out on Vampire Survivors again. I know how addictive it is, and I'm not saying it's not a good game. It's a great game. I'm not falling into that trap again. That game is dangerous to somebody like me. Video Horror Society I never really checked out, but it looks interesting. Yeah, I don't really know too much about that one. But they're still updating it, which is nice. It had an update in June. And then the final game is Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, and that's in my library. Probably not. Probably not. It's a good game, but it's very long. It's very, very long, and I've already beaten it a few times, and I don't know if I want to. It's another one of those things where I don't know if like the juice is worth the squeeze necessarily. So probably not happening. Okay, so this 45-minute channel update went a half hour longer than I expected. I need to give my voice a rest. I may hold off on playing Dredge. I may not. We'll see. Maybe I'll just turn the mic off, turn the camera off, and get my review footage for the game now. And that will be the playthrough for tonight, because, yeah, I talked a lot. I feel like this isn't the best, like this Celsius, not the best. It's a little sharp for talking. I probably should have drank water. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.